Hi, Sonny here. This is this song "Stop Fighting Love," the outro solo, and we are going to go over each phrase one by one. There are six phrasing that he did at the end, that George Lynch did at the end of the song. So here's the first one. Again, this is still in D minor. The notes are the same as the solo. What is so cool is that he used the same simple notes and play differently. So here's another one that uses the same notes on the B string. Basically slide up and down on the single string to get that lick. So lick number one goes like this. Alright, so that's lick number one. Everything, all the notes is on B string. The notes involved is on six fret numbers are 6, 8, 10, 11, 5. Okay, so it's 5, 6, 8, 10, 11. Those are the notes on the frets on the B string. So we start from the 6th fret, play the 8th fret, slide up to 10, slide up to 11, slide back down to 10, slide back down to 8. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm sorry. So 6, 8, 10, 11, 10, and you play the 8th fret and you hammer on the 10th fret and slide down to 6th fret. So you play 8th fret, hammer on the 10, pull off the 8, slide down to 6, and slide down again to 5th fret, hammer on the 6, and you play 6th fret and slide all the way up to 11, and play on the 10th and on the 10th fret, which is the A note. Okay, again. And do slowly again. 6th fret. Alright, so that's lick number one. Lick number two goes like this. So you start from the 12th fret on the E string, high E string, and you bend it up to the 13th fret. So you go from 12, half step to 13, but you bend it up. And then after that you play the 10th fret on the E string, hammer on the 12th fret and pull off on the 10th. Okay, and you play the 13th fret of B string, pick it, and then pick 10th fret on the E string, pick 13th fret again on the B string. I use my ring finger, by the way, and then I use and I bend on the 12th fret on the G string, and play 10th fret on the G string, and play 12th fret on the G string, and then slide up from 12th to 14th fret really quick on the G string and play the 10th fret. Alright, do it slowly. Oh, sorry, do it again. Again. Let me get closer. Actually, you can use your pinky if you want. So it's like a pentatonic D minor scale. At the 10th position. But he has a Dorian note to it. The 12th fret, the E note. That's basically a major second of D. So again. So that's lick number 2. Okay, lick number 3. Alright, this is lick number 3 of the outro. This is my favorite lick of the entire solo here. Still D minor. The one thing that's different in this lick is that he adds it a flat 5. So here's how it goes. So if you start from a D note on the if you play the D note on the D minor pentatonic scale, usually you play this. All right, on the D blues pentatonic, you play this. So that's extra note is the flat 5. It gives it a blues feeling. So that's what he uses here. He adds it between 8th and 10th fret on the B string. He played a 9th fret also. That's what he does right there. So I'll play slowly for you. He start on the B string. He slide up on the 6th fret on the B, and then pick the 8th fret, and then goes from there. So 6th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret on the E string, 6th fret on the E string and pull off on the 5th, and then play the 8th fret on the B string, pull off on the 6th, and play the 8th fret twice. And you gotta move your hand up, you pick the 6th fret on the B string and pull off on the 5th. Okay? So you gotta get that part down first. You try to practice it until you can do it muscle memory. So you can play slowly until you get it down so you can move it faster. You can do 3 notes at a time first. So you keep adding more notes to it until you can play it without thinking about it. So play slowly again that part. Again. Next part. 7th fret on the G and 5 and 6 on the B. And you do it again, 7, but this time you slide from 5 to the 6th fret instead of picking it. And next thing you do, what you do is you play on the 8th fret and you pull off on the 6th on the B string, and then you do it again. You pick the 8th fret, but this time you hammer on to 9th fret, pull off to 8th, pull off to 6th, hammer on back to 8th, and pull off on the 6th. So the last lick goes like this. And ends on the 7th fret of the G string. So the second part of that lick goes like this. Do it again. Alright, so I'm playing the whole thing together slowly. Again. Very cool lick. Again, using the same notes in the solo, you're only adding the flat 5. So you can hear that 9th fret. that 9th fret's got that little strange sound to it. That's the blue. That's the blue note, a flat 5 note, which George Lynch used all the time. But it really adds color to the solo, just that one note. So very cool lick. So this is lick number 3. Okay, so this is lick number 4. It's a pentatonic blue. It's a D minor pentatonic scale at the 10th position. You know the. All right, you start on the 13th fret on the B string. Let me play for you once first. Alright, so that's lick number 4. You play 13th fret on the B, and you play 13 again, bend it up to 15th fret, and then you pick the 10th fret on the E, 13 on the B, and the 12th fret on the G. Give some vibrato. It's very important you give the vibrato. What I usually do when I do vibrato is that I use my hand right here, kind of anchor onto the bottom of my neck, and I shake my hand like this. It's like kind of do your hand like this. All right, so I'll do this kind of thing. George Lynch does similar. He does a lot of fan, like a fanning with your hand. It's similar to that, but on this one note, because it's on the on 12th fret with my middle finger. Again, you got to anchor your hand under the neck and kind of give it some space and just wiggle up, down, up, down. Well, I'm sorry, more like a left, right, left, right. All right, so again. All right, again. Next part, you got to slide up from the 19th fret on the G, and you play the 18th and 20th fret on the B string. All right. So when you do that, bend the 20th fret to 22nd fret. Bend a whole step up. Release back and hit the 20th fret again, and you pick it the 20th fret and hammer on, pull off the 18th, hammer on back to 20, and pull off on the 18th again. And you pick the 20th fret and ends on the 18th fret. So that's lick number 4. Let me do it slowly again. I'm sorry. All right. So that's lick number 4. All right, so this is lick number 5. Play slowly again. So start on the 15th fret on the E string, hammer on the 17th fret and pull it off to 15th and to 13th. Slide down to 12, pick the 13th fret, do the same thing. 13, hammer on the 15th, pull off on 13, 12, and slide down to 10. And hammer on the 12. So far we have this. Alright. And then you pick 10th fret on the E string, 13th fret on the B, 10 again on the E, and you pick the 11th fret on the B string, hammer on the 13th fret, and then play the 10th fret on the B string, hammer on to 11 and pull off on the 10th. And they do the and do that, and then you play the 11th fret again, pull off on the 10th, and then 12th fret on the G string, pull off on the 10th, and it ends on the 12th fret on the D. So that's lick number 5. Sorry. I'll do it faster than that. So again, it goes like this. I'm gonna do it slowly. Alright, so that's lick number 5. Lick number 6 is the last lick. It goes like this. Alright, again, it's a D minor pentatonic. You play on the 10th fret on the E string, and then you play the 13th fret on the B string. You pull off and hammer on. Between 13 and 10th fret, you do it 3 times. Basically, you play the 13th fret 3 times. So pick 10 on the E, pick the 13th on the B. Pull off, hammer on, pull off, hammer on to 13th, and then you play the 12th fret, you bend it up. The whole step to 14th fret, and you play the 10th fret again on the E string, 13th fret on the B string, pull off on 10th, and then play the 12th fret and 10th fret and 12th fret again on the G string. And you slap the 14th fret and play the 10th fret on the G string. And you basically end on the F note. Again. So that's the F note. The solo ends on the F note, and that's a minor third of D. If you remember, this is the F note. If you go down three fret, this is a D note, the 7th fret of your G string. Minor third, F. That's the note we end on a minor third. Do it slowly, close up. Alright, so that's all the licks for the outro solo for Stop Fighting Love. It's a great solo. You can mix the notes if you want, just practice different ways to play it. You can improvise on your own, and that's a way to learn. I mean, I think it's good to learning solos like that, a basic solo, to see how the notes combine with each other and make different phrasing. Almost like question and answer. You listen to the solo, and the solo's like, if you think of the solos like talking to each other, one phrase asks a question, the next phrase answer it back. That's basically what blues solos are, and a lot of George Lynch solos are like that. It's like the phrasings are like questioning something, answer something. Just imagining yourself that the solo is talking to each other, and it becomes very interesting. You may come up with different phrasing, the same notes, just play it over and over with different combination of notes. Thanks for watching.